Okay, so we got a full 2 minute full length trailer for the new DC Universe streaming service Swamp Thing, which is actually coming out tomorrow. I'm filming this, well, it depends when I upload this video, but I'm filming this video basically the night before Swamp Thing actually airs. So, and this trailer dropped 2 days ago. I may have seen this trailer, I may have not, because we've got a couple different trailers, we've got a couple different posters, spread around, so it's hard for me to keep track on what I have seen, but I don't know if I have seen this or not, but I'm going to film a reaction anyway because I'm a huge fan of the Swamp Thing character. I've always found him fascinating. I mean, I watched that 90s movie directed by, I think it was Tim Burton's Swamp Thing, and I really enjoyed the first Swamp Thing. I mean, it was nothing real mind-blowing, but it was just a cheesy 90s, just a fun movie. And I don't know, Swamp Thing has always just been a fascinating character to me. I mean, just like the whole detail to him, just his character alone, I think he's extremely interesting, and I'm a huge fan of Alan Moore's novel Swamp Thing. If you have not read this, definitely pick this up. This is a great read right here and right ahead of its release as well, which is tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna be binging this entire thing all in one day. I'm that damn excited for the show. I mean, I have high expectations. Like, there's a lot of great things going for this show. First off, it's based on the character of Swamp Thing, and it has horror elements from past trailers. It has horror elements spread throughout. It seems like horror is playing a big part in this story, and that's one thing I am actually really liking, because James Wan is executive producing this TV show. And if you don't know who James Wan is, he's a director of the 2 Conjuring movies. He's basically produced the entire Conjuring universe. His thing is a show I have high expectations for. I feel like just being a fan of the Swamp Thing character and being a fan of the comics, and like I said, Swamp Thing is just a fascinating character, and all the posters and the trailers have just grabbed me on this show, and I cannot wait. I'm so glad it's tomorrow. I cannot wait to just watch that first episode, to just sit down and watch it. I cannot explain the excitement. And I feel like in 2019 there's a lot of wildly creative things you can actually do with the Swamp Thing story, and I'm glad that they're going in the whole direction that they are going in, because I feel like Swamp Thing is definitely some horror elements you can actually do with this character. So I'm glad that first of James Wan is attached to this project as executive producer. Our first look at the Swamp Thing creature hit the internet. Like I said, there's so many things that I'm just so intrigued to see. I feel like just the trailers, the posters, and just our first look, just the look of the Swamp Thing creature has just me so intrigued, and I feel like they've captured a lot of the comic book. I mean, just look at the Swamp Thing creature. I mean, he looks so like the comics, and it's just mind blowing to me that we are finally getting a Swamp Thing TV show now in 2019, and it's executive produced by James Wan. Like that, just to me, that is insane. Like, that is crazy. But yeah, like I said, I cannot wait to just binge this show. Yeah, it depends when I actually have this video out, because I could upload this tomorrow, I could upload this late tonight, but basically I think by the time that you guys see it, this Swamp Thing show may have already aired, so you may have already seen the first episode by the time this video goes up. But at the time I'm filming this, the show has yet to drop. It drops in a few hours. It drops at midnight, which is only a few hours away. But yeah, we have a full length trailer, a full 2 minute and 26 minute trailer. But yeah, it's like I said, I cannot express my excitement enough just for this TV show. Like I said, I usually can't get into TV shows that much, but this show has definitely grabbed my interest. Just a story based like a whole 10-episode arc based on the Swamp Thing character and it being horror, which I'm a huge fan of. Like, there's so many things that are just grabbing my attention that are basically saying, "Dub, watch me," you know? So, yeah, I'm definitely excited for this, and this is our first full-length trailer, and in the past, like, we've got like 30-second little clips at it. They've been marketing the shit out of it on social media, so yeah, this has definitely gone, this has definitely gone worldwide. And like I said, let me know down in the comments if you are as excited for this show as I am. But yeah, I'll probably stay up till midnight just waiting for this show to drop, and when it does drop, I'll be there watching that first episode. But yeah, like I said, there's just some things that are just grabbing my attention on this show. Like I said, just the Swamp Thing creature. I like just the look of him. Like if you just look at the Swamp Thing creature, it's basically shot by shot from the comic book, which I respect so much that this story has had such a big influence on the comic book, you know what I mean? So I'm so glad that they're actually doing shot by shot things from the comic book, because I feel like you can definitely tell what they're doing with this show. This is a passion project, I feel like, to a lot of people. So yeah, I cannot wait to watch this. You've heard me say that a lot in this video, but to be honest, it's the honest truth. It's the honest truth. I cannot be more honest here. I am excited for Swamp Thing. It's basically less than a few hours away. So yeah, and we have a full-length trailer. This dropped 2 days ago. I may have seen this, I may have not. If I've seen this trailer or not, because we've got a few trailers in the past couple of days. The most latest one being 47 Meters Down Uncaged, along with that a Rambo Last Blood trailer dropped this morning. So yeah, I'm not sure if I have seen this, but anyways, I'm gonna watch it anyway because I'm doing this reaction anyway. I'm doing a whole video just basically talking about my excitement for the show and how only a few hours away from this show airing on the DC Universe streaming service. So anyways, we have a full-length 2-minute trailer for Swamp Thing. Let's check it out.
Atlanta called. There's a situation back in the States.
Where? No kidding.
How long has it been since you were home?
A while.
We don't know what this is yet. The hospital is on it 24/7, and the CDC.
My name is Dr. Abby Arcane. My team is here to find the source of this disease.
You saw Claudia. Dealt with anything like that before?
Who are you again?
Holland.
Alec Holland was investigating illegal dumping on the swamp.
Hello?
Dr. Jason Woodruff. The CDC's in town. There's no way that my accelerant is responsible.
There's this poison coming off the swamp.
You should be dead! There's been a shift in the balance of the light and the dark. Something's out there.
We're dealing with something beyond the known scope of science.
I need an alive to study.
There's all kinds of awful that happens in this swamp.
There's something special about this place.
There's so much unimaginable beauty out there, Abby.
The swamp had enough. This is payback.
Okay, I definitely have seen that trailer before. There's definitely some scenes in it that are unfamiliar that I feel like I haven't seen before, but a lot of that footage I feel like I have seen before. So I have a feeling I have seen this trailer. But anyways, I'm definitely gonna talk about this. So basically, the Swamp Thing. Basically, this is a virus that spreads, and it's from the swamp, which creates a Swamp Thing character, from my understanding. So there's this virus that is spreading around this town, and it's from the swamp, which I think then that creates Swamp Thing. That might be just from my personal understanding. I think that is, but yeah, I think that is a great setup right there for the character. I think just the whole setting, I think just the whole look of this show, the whole style of it looks very horror, and there's a lot of disturbing imagery, like that shot where it's in that old abandoned house, and you see that girl, she has all like vines like around her, and she looks all like something bad has happened to her. So I think that scene, I feel like it was pulled off so well. And I want to talk about the Swamp Thing sense. Like I said, there aren't a whole lot in this trailer. You don't really get a clear look at Swamp Thing, but you definitely get a couple of shots of you see Swamp Thing like throwing people around, and at the end, like I said, we've always got our first look, and then at the end when the guy turns around, he sees Swamp Thing, and that's probably our most clearest look at Swamp Thing in this. But yeah, like this trailer, like I said, this trailer has not got me any more excited for the show than I already am. I'm basically at the limit of excitement for this show. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued from this, and I feel like that's a big part of this marketing, is like in all the posters and all the trailers, the only way they can sell this TV show is if they put James Wan's name in it, because James Wan, he's a big popular director. He's known, I feel like he's known best for the Conjuring movies, but he also did Furious 7. So yeah, like this guy, he's well known within the horror genre, and I feel like putting his name in this trailer, I feel like it's sold a lot of people on it. But you can definitely tell James Wan, he has definitely something to do with this show. He definitely has his hands on it with the whole style of horror, because horror is very his thing. So like I said, I'm not sure how much James Wan is actually involved with this series, but you can definitely tell that his executive producing is in this show. So yeah, but yeah, there's definitely some new scenes that I didn't realize, but yeah, like I said, there's I'm not really sure what else to really say besides I am excited for the show. We're only a few hours away from actually seeing this, from it airing, which, like I said, I'm excited for. Like I said, I feel like as being a horror fan, I like the style, I like the tone, I like what they're doing with this show. And one thing I do realize is the color palette throughout scenes. Like there's a scene that's based all in a town, and there's like you get a shot of the town, and I feel like that scene is it looks very drainy. And I'm not necessarily saying that as a bad thing. I feel like I feel like it really gets you in the mood for what else is to come, because as the trailer, it gets more towards the end, it gets more darker. So I feel like that whole drainy look, I feel like it helped to set up that. But yeah, I think Swamp Thing, and I'm not sure what this show is actually rated, but there are definitely some bloody scenes in that trailer. Like there's like stab her in the back, and that is like I said before that, I'm not sure what this is actually rated, but from that scene, I'm predicting probably an MA 15 or maybe an M, but I'm probably going more for the MA here. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued. And like I said before, I'm not really that TV show type person. You really have to grab me in like the first 5 minutes of the first episode to actually get me intrigued to actually continue watching. And I hope that's what this show does for me, because like I said, not many shows do that for me. Is the first 5 minutes they had to have a good setup for like the whole situation, all that. They had to have like good characters, a good work of tone. So yeah, like I said, not many shows I can actually watch. The only recent show I've actually finished was probably Black Summer or The Inbetweeners. They're probably the last two shows I've actually watched through all the seasons, and that they have actually grabbed me in the first like 5 minutes. But yeah, Swamp Thing, it looks like I said, I'm intrigued from the trailers. I'm just curious to know if that first episode will actually grab me to actually make me want to go on to episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, and so on. But yeah, like I said, this is Swamp Thing. He's a fascinating character to me. I'm a huge fan of Alan Moore's novel. Since I was a kid, I think I was always fascinated by Swamp Thing. Even though as a kid, I was always fascinated by Ghost Rider and all that. But Swamp Thing, I feel like he was one of the most visually interesting characters in the DC universe for me. And I don't know, just like when I watched that 90s movie, that was kind of my introduction to this character. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm so down. I'm so keen to actually watch this. Like I said, I think the tone of horror, I mean, like I said, there's so many great things going for this show. So yeah, anyways guys, if you got a chance to watch that Swamp Thing full trailer, pop down to the comments and let me know your thoughts on this Swamp Thing full-length 2-minute trailer down in the comment section down below. So anyways guys, let me know also let me know down in the comments if you've seen episode 1 of Swamp Thing, because like I said, by the time this video goes up, I'm sure this Swamp Thing TV series will have already aired. So yeah, if you have seen episode 1 of Swamp Thing, let me know down in the comments what did you think of episode 1, and if you haven't seen it and you're about to watch it and then come back to this video and then comment what your thoughts are. And yeah, so anyways guys, I hope you have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you in the next video.